So for today, our lesson is about motivation, personality, and emotions. Yeah. So how marketing can make use of motivation, personality, and emotion. So yan ang pinaka cheese ng ating topic for today. Okay. So there are some pictures here that I want to show you, and then try to figure out ano yung common dito sa mga tao to. Okay? So let's start with this one. Ayan. So most male siguro, most male are familiar with this guy. No? Kasi very popular talaga to. So he's Michael Jordan. Ayan. The next one is Heart Evangelista. Ayan. So most likely kilala naman to ng mga ladies. Okay? Ayan. So when it comes to fashion, ayan, makeup, ganyan. So yan. Then we have Catherine Bernardo, who is also an endorser, an artist. And then Jeline Gutierrez is also an artist, a model, and an endorser. Siyempre, meron din naman for male. So, itong Korean na yan, hindi ko kilala yan. Nakita ko lang. And then we also have Alden Richards. Ngayon, ano meron sa mga ito? Ano meron kay Michael Jackson, kay Michael Jordan, kay Hart Evangelista, Catherine Bernardo, Janine Gutierrez? Hindi ko alam yung Korean na yan. At again, Alden Richards. Anong meron sa kanila? No? So most likely, pwedeng sabihin natin lahat sila ay artist, lahat sila ay endorser, or pwede natin sabihin na lahat sila guys ay may kanya-kanyang influence. Okay? So ano kinalaman yan with our product? Kasi sabi nga, brands are just like people. They have personalities. And when you infuse personality to a brand, yan na yung tinatawag natin na brand personality. So dito sa chapter na to, titingnan natin how can these personalities of human can be blend or associated with a brand. So kapag ginawa natin yon guys, yun na yung tinatawag natin na brand personality. So brand personality, sabi, is a set of human characteristics that becomes associated with the brand. Okay? Now, they say, no, that the personality traits and other brand associations ano daw, can affected or can be affected both in positive or negative ways with numerous factors. Katulad na lang halimbawa, advertising, words of mouth, no, o kaya direct product experience, and so on. So, ibig sabihin, it goes with the brand. It goes with brand personality. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ang mga company, they use artists, they use endorser to represent their product. Pero ang point is, paano sila namimili? 'Di ba? Paano nga ba nila pinipili kung sino ang magiging endorser nila? Hindi lang naman 'yun basta popular. Hindi. So, they try to match up the personality of the endorser with their brand. So, dapat gano'n. For example, Michael Jordan, basketball shoes, jerseys, etc. Basta may kinalaman sa sports and basketball, pwede. Wrestling kaya pwede? Hindi. Bakit? Walang kinalaman si Michael Jordan sa wrestling. Pwede, baseball pwede. Kasi nag-baseball siya eh. Pero most likely, kapag may usapang basketball, siya na yan. The same goes kay Catherine Bernardo, di ba? Ayan. So, meron lang mga limited, yan, may mga limited brands na okay sa kanya kasi nagma-match sa kanyang personality. The same goes with other ano. Kaya lang siyempre, tulad nga ng sinabi natin, ito ay pwede, such associations ay mayroong positive and negative, pwedeng positive or negative effect ay maapektuhan ito positively or negatively. For example, naging mabango yung naging mabango yung endorser, yung may effect yan. Pero 'pag nasira yung endorser, may effect din 'yan. So, pareho, 'no? Kaya sinasabi nila na kailangan maingat daw sa pagpili ng, magiging, endorser, okey? Now, our brand personality is critical to brand image. O kaya yan, meron tayo dyan tatlo. So, this brand personality, since it is critical to brand image, your brand personality is interrelated with motivation, personality, and emotion. Okay, kuha tayo ng pagguhit. Yan, okay. So, yan. With motivation, personality, and emotion. So, ano kinalaman nito? Ano kinalaman nito? Motivation is said to be an energizing force that activates behavior and provides purpose and directions. Kumbaga, it answers the questions, why am I doing this? Parang ganon. For example, bakit ka nag-iipon para sa isang bagong cellphone? Kasi ganito, yun. So, di ba? Ang kasi ay sumasagot dyan sa tanong na why. Di ba? Kasi malapit na birthday ko. Gusto kong regaluhan yung sarili ko ng bagong cellphone. Yun. So, because of that motivation, that leads you to save money. Yun. So, ganun yan. Okay? Pangalawa, sa brand personality is also interrelated with your personality. Natural, ito na nga yung term na personality. So, what you purchase is based on your personality. So that's why personality reflects the relatively stable behavior. Yan. A stable behavioral tendency that individuals display across variety of situations. And it answers what? For example, meron ka nga atinan na birthday. Yung yung birthday is halimbawa medyo formal lang konti yung venue. Yan. So natural, ano isusuot mo? Siyempre yung medyo formal din o kaya smart casual para di naman nakakahiya. See? It answers the questions what? Yun. So kaya yun, it shows, siyempre kung ano yung susuot mo, it is also based on your personality. Pangatlo is emotion. Emotion is very strong. Okay? Emotions are strong, relatively uncontrollable feelings. So uncontrollable feelings kasi pwede yung extreme. Extremely sad, extremely happy or joy, etc. Emotion is very complex, they say, because it interplays between your motive, your personality, and external factors. So, ibig sabihin, your emotion is brought about by the interactions of motivation, personality, and other external factor. Kaya, ibig sabihin, maraming factor that will trigger emotions. Pwedeng motivation itself, pwedeng yung personality, plus, mas may plus to, may plus other external factor that will result to your emotions. Okay? Kaya kapag meron kang binili, di ba? Nati-trigger yung iyong happy emotions. Bakit? Kasi na-fulfill yung wish mo, yung motivation mo. Tapos yung binili mo is based on your personality. Kaya it bursts emotions. Yan. So, yung tatlong yan ang pag-uusapan natin with this topic. Okay? So, simulan natin kay motivation. So, ano nga ba si motivation? Motivation, they say, it is the reason for your behavior. The very reason for your behavior or the very reason for your action. They say a motive is a construct. It's a construct representing unobservable, again, representing an unobservable inner force that stimulates and compels a behavioral response. Take note, it stimulates and compel. Ibig sabihin, mag-spark, magsisimula, and then susundin. It will drives you to a certain behavioral response. Such behavioral response could either be positive or negative. Okay? Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, pwedeng positive, ibig sabihin, pwedeng you purchase, pwede rin naman na you don't. Diba? Kasi ang motivation, dalawa naman yan. Dalawa ang pwede maging result. Now, a motive a motive is different from motivation, by the way. A motive, as I mentioned, is a construct. So a motive is why an individual do something. In terms of needs and motivations, which are they often use interchangeably. 'no? Because sabi nga nila, bakit nga ba nagkakabaligtad sila minsan ng gamit? Because when a consumer feels a gap between a desired state rather, and his or her actual current state, a need is recognized. May nakikita siya na may pangangailangan siya. Bakit? Kasi may gap between your desired and your actual. Kumbaga, ito yung gusto ko, pero ito yung meron ako. With that, no, with that, nare-recognize mo na meron kang pangangailangan. Oo. So, that recognition and experience will now be used as a drive. So, dun sa drive state, it is now under motivation kasi naging drive na eh. From need to a drive. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, that's from need to a motive. Kaya magkaiba si drive at saka si motive. Kasi mauuna muna, ay sorry, si need. Mauuna muna si need na ma-realize si need bago tayo magkaroon ng drive o yung motive na tinatawag. Okay? So, therefore, our needs and motives influence what consumers perceive as to be relevant and influence their feelings and emotions. So, ganun ka-powerful. Okay, bigyan natin isang example. Halimbawa lang, may naamoy ka, ano, bagong lutong sinangag, tapos, ano, tosino, di ba? Bigla mo naalala, "Oh, hindi pa nga pala ako nagbe-breakfast." Yun. So, mati-trigger na yun. Kasi may need eh. Need to eat a breakfast. Yan. So, habang naaamoy mo yung longganisa o yung tocino tsaka yung sinangag, nagiging motive yan na kailangan ko 'tong makain. Yun. So, parang gano'n yan. Okay? Kaya ang mga marketeer ginagamit yung ganyang idea. Okay? Speaking of motivation, no, meron tayong dalawang theory sa motivation. So, number one is the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. As far as motivation is concerned, yan laging ano eh, yan ang laging nababanggit. Si Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Now, according kay Maslow, no, ang Maslow's hierarchy of need is based on these four premises. Ito yun. So, na ano daw, that all humans acquires a similar sets of motives through genetic endowment and social interaction. So, ibig sabihin, we have similar needs. We have similar motives. Pangalawa, some of these motives are more basic or critical than the other. So, ibig sabihin, although we have same sets of motives, yung thinking natin dito, yung gravity, no, ay magkakaiba. Maaring some of us finds it basic, pero sa iba, they find it very critical. Pangatlo, the more basic motives must be satisfied to a minimum level before other motives are activated. Ibig sabihin, unless nasatisfy mo yung isa, saka palang matitrigger yung isang motive. So hanggat hindi mo siya na-fully satisfy, hindi mo siya maiisip as a motive. So ganun siya. So ibig sabihin, um, parang may sequence siya, no? Masatisfy mo muna yung baba, saka lilipat sa susunod na level and so on and so forth. Ganun siya. Okay. Now, eto guys, yung example, no? Kung paanong ginagamit ni marketing o ni marketing strategies yung Maslow's hierarchy of need. Halimbawa, physiological kasi is a need for food, water, sleep, no? Yan ang ano, yan ang physiological. So, ano ginagawa ng mga marketeer knowing na merong mga physiological needs na dapat munang unahin? They provide products tulad ng health food, medicines, sports drinks, low cholesterol food, exercise equipment. Lahat ito kasi pang-satisfy ng iyong physiological needs. Oh, yun siya. Okay? Kaya sinasabi niya na ginagamit nila yan. Oh, tulad ng example, oh, sa team, Band-Aid, Quaker Oats, o di ba? Ang ano niyan is food. Pangalawa, safety. So according kay ano, according kay Maslow's, kailangan masatisfy mo muna yung physiological bago ka maghangad ng next level, which is yun na, yung safety na. So dito, dahil nga alam natin na may ganito, 'no, na ang idea ni Maslow ay satisfy mo muna 'to, then go to the next level. Tayo iba, pangmalakasan kasi tayo. Puwede na natin kunin lahat 'yan, gawin na natin lahat 'yan sabay-sabay. Kasi bakit? Hindi naman sabay-sabay silang makaka-satisfy ng kanilang mga needs. Paano kung merong iba na mas mabilis? So 'yan ang point. That's why kahit saan man diyan sa 5 areas ni Maslow's hierarchy of needs, lahat 'yan guys, inoopera na 'yan ng mga company. No, inoopera na 'yan ng mga company lalo na yung mga sellers natin. Manufacturer meron din naman, ayan. So example, so sa safety, 'yan smoke detector, ayan hindi naman kailangan ma-fully satisfied ka sa physiological para makabili ka niyan, 'di ba? Ayan. Ano pa ba? Medicine, oo, insurance, investment, retirement investment, and so on and so forth. So, para naman dun sa belongingness, so sense of belongingness, personal grooming, food, entertainment, clothing, yung pang-bonding ba? Pang-bonding ba? Yeah. So, kasama naman yan dito sa belongingness. Okay? Then ano pa ba? Ayan, STEAM. So, paano yung clothing? Paano yung furniture? 'Di ba minsan may mga pagkakataon na, ang suot mo, talagang tamang pangyabang. So, bakit may some sort of esteem na, "Ay, gano'n, ganda ng suot niyo, siguro ganito 'yan." 'Yan. O kaya naman, "Wow, naka-iPhone ka, naka-iPhone 16 Pro Max ka, yayamanin siguro 'to." Kahit na ang totoo hindi, naghihikaos ka sa buhay. O 'di ba? Kaya lang may sort of status na nakukuha, ayan. Kaya ang mga brand nilagyan din nila ng status para kapag ginamit mo 'to, ito status mo, okey? Gano'n ang magiging kalakaran. Okay, so yung panghuli is self-actualization. Sabi, this involves the desire for self-fulfillment. Tulad ng ano, "Oop, nakapag-aral na ako. Napag-aral ko yung mga anak ko," ganyan. O kaya hobbies, ano ba mga sports na nagpapakita ng self-actualization? Golf. Golf, as in golf, may golf club, hindi yung golf, 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 hindi yun, Pero puwede rin yun. Ibig sabihin yun na have the time para gawin yun, okey? O kaya naman, 'yan nagagawa mo ng makapagbakasyon, 'di ba? Maaaring bakasyon for example, punta ka sa mga provinces, mag-ano ka, mag-Bora ka, mag-Cebu ka, 'yan. That is a sign na kahit paano may self-actualization. So kung mapapansin niyo, dito sa idea ni Maslow, siningitan na 'to ng mga product ng mga company. Kasi alam nila na marami tayong need, Kaya lang hindi naman lahat tayo, sabay-sabay na nakaka-reach dun sa dulo. Yung iba sa'tin, 'di ba, tumatalon talaga kahit sabihin natin na sabi ni Maslow dapat sunod-sunod, ayun. Now, the other motivational theory ay yung kay McGuire. McGuire, ah, psychological motives. So dito naman kay McGuire, ang sabi naman niya dito ay iba. Sabi niya, si McGuire kasi nag-develop siya ng classification system that organize these categories into 16. So mamaya makikita niyo yung 16 categories na 'to. This system helps marketeer isolate motives likely to be involved in various consumption situation. So ang ginawa nila ng category, no? Category sa bawat motives para mas maging effective. Kasi nga naman kung i-apply natin yung tamang strategy kasabay ng specific motives, most likely mas magiging effective nga naman. Okay? So, sa ginawa ni Maguire, ayan. So, una muna, they first divide motivations into 4 main categories using 2 criterias. Number 1, So, kumbaga dala-dalawa lagi. Okay? So, halimbawa, yan, cognitive motives. Yan. Cognitive motives, ang counterpart niyan yung affective. So, ano yung cognitive motives? Cognitive motives focus on the person's need for being adaptively oriented towards the environment and achieving a sense of meaning. Okay? Sabi, focus on the person's need for being adaptively oriented. Samantalang si affective naman deals with the need to reach satisfying feeling states and to obtain personal goal. So it's more of getting personal goal. Yung isa naman hindi. It's about belongingness. Okay? Pangalawa, pangalawang category niya is according sa preservations and growth. So ano naman to? Preservation-oriented motives emphasize the individual as striving to maintain equilibrium. Take note, to maintain equilibrium, ibig sabihin maging status ko lang. The same pa rin, walang pinagbago. Yun at yun pa rin, paulit-ulit lang. And the fourth one is about growth. That growth motivates, emphasize development. So kung si preservation is equilibrium, status quo, si growth naman hindi, development. Okay, so yun, may pagkakaibang agad. Next dito is yung third criterion, distinguishes between motives that are active, yun, so yung dalawa, active or internally aroused versus those that are passive response. So it's between active and passive. So yun naman yung pangalawa. And then yung pang-apat nga, the final criterion is used to categorize outcome that are internal to the individual and focus on relationship with the environment. So, ibig sabihin, as a whole na to, in and out of the company or in and out of the operations. Okay, parang ganon. Next. Ay, ayan, wala. Okay, yan. Ito na. Ito na yung 16 category ni Maguire. Okay, so mapapansin nyo, ang una niya is cognitive preservation motives. Again, pag sinabi nga ulit na preservation, ano daw ang ibig sabihin? Oriented motives emphasize the individual as striving to maintain equilibrium. To maintain equilibrium. Yun ang ano niya. Now, the first one is need for consistency. Literally, consistency. So this one is active and this one is internal. Okay? Kaya siya tinawag na need for consistency, active or native. Okay. So ano nga ba itong need for consistency na to? So a basic desire is to have all facets of oneself consisting with each other. These facets includes attitude, behavior, opinion, self-image, view of others, and so on. Ibig sabihin, dapat yan in sync. Dapat consistent. Okay? Hindi pwedeng paiba-iba tingin sa'yo. So gusto nila, isang tingin na lang sa'yo, consistent yun, hindi magbabago yun. Mula noon hanggang ngayon, ganun pa rin yung tingin niya sa akin. So, meron ganun. So that's why, minsan, no, mahirap na. Dating mayaman, naging mahirap. Pinangangatawanan na lang may pagiging mayaman. Kunwari, arty-artyhan pa rin sa buhay. Ayun. So, in cognitive preservation motives, we have this so-called cognitive dissonance. So, ano yung cognitive dissonance na sinasabi dito? This one is a common motive of this type. Example, you're making a major purchase but it is not consistent with the need to save money. So, categorically, you would like to save money. Now, in saving money, meron kasing gustong bilhin. And then there comes an instance na you have, tawag dito, um, you're doing your savings, no? Sabi mo para sa inyo naman 'to. Tapos biglang-bigla, no, merong mga magbabago, okay? Magkakaroon ng mga inconsistencies na na biglang magkakaroon ng chance na kailangan mong gumastos. Pero yung paggastos ay hindi naman siya absolute. Kumbaga, pwede namang hindi gumastos, mga gano'n. So, since ito ay magiging inconsistent siya doon sa iyong plan of savings, magkakaroon ka ngayon ng decision na gagawin dito. Kung yung desire na bumili ay weak, chances are you will stick to savings. Or you're going to buy something na medyo less expensive kahit na hindi masunod yung gusto mo, the thing is, mabili mo lang siya at magkaroon ka lang. So now, lumalabas, since may cognitive dissonance, ang tendency, kailanganin mo siyang i-adjust para mag-conform sa'yo. So parang gano'n ang ibig sabihin yan. Okay? Next is the need for attribution. So sa need for attribution, dito naman, there is a sets of motives deals with our need to determine who or what causes the things that happens to us and related to an area. Yan. So yan naman ang So tawag natin yan is attribution. Okay? So in attribution, may dalawang klase yan, internal at saka external. Sa internal, these are individuals' beliefs that the behavior or outcome is due to characteristics of the persons involved, such as their efforts, yeah, ability, and personality. External, the individual believes um, the individual believes that the behavior or outcome is due to external factor. So kung sa internal factor, it is based on you as a person or I as a customer. So dito, literal naman to. Okay? Sa external factor naman ang galing yung malakas na power. Okay, yan. So yan naman ang need for attribution. Kaya sabi niya active external. Ayan. Next one is the need to categorize. Yan. So ito naman ay passive internal. Pag passive kasi guys, anong tawag dito? Activated din naman siya, no? Kaya lang medyo kailangan mo na siyang mai-trigger, hindi siya automatic na nag-on. So need to categorize, ibig sabihin, people have a need to categorize and organize the vast array of information and experiences they encounter in a meaningful yet manageable way. So for example, gawin natin ang arrangement based on the price. Pinagsama-sama mo yung mahal, pinagsama-sama mo yung mura. Now, kung papipiliin ka between the two, saan ang bibilin mo? Yung bang mga medyo mahal o yung mga mura lang? Yan. So most likely, meron ka na ngayong category. Okay? Na ang presyo, bawat pagkakaiba ng presyo, ang product niyan ay magkakaiba din. Okay, yun. So kahit sabihin mo pareho ng itsura, ay magkaiba talaga yan. Okay, ano pa ba? Ayan, number 4. Need for objectification. Yan. So ito ay passive, external. So nasa external ulit. These motives react, no? Reflects needs for observable cues or symbols that enable people to infer what they feel is now. So yun naman na siya. Impression, feelings, and attitudes are subtly established by viewing one own brand and the others and drawing inference as to what she feels and thinks. In most instances, clothing plays an important role in pressing the what do you call this one? Pressing the situations. Yeah, pressing the situations and the ano ba? What do you call this one? And managing, of course, managing our desired brand image. So yan ang objectification. Kasi gusto natin sa, uy, teka, mahal to, sigurado, maganda quality niyan. Yun. Yung isa naman, oh, teka, ililinya ko naman tong sarili ko sa mga known brand. Para isipin naman nila na ang lakas naman ng loob nito, ibig sabihin, naniniwala siya na maganda yung product niya. Some sort of that. Yan. Okay, next one is, so yan ay para sa cognitive reservations motives. Yan. Ayan. Cognitive growth motives. Okay, paano naman to?